Hello everybody, StarCraft here again for game 2. Yeah, it's game 2. What are you gonna do? Between MVP spawning as the blue Terran on the right hand side of Antigua Shipyada, and on the left side it is EG Evil Geniuses Stephano as the pink Zerg. Now this is game 2. Go ahead and check game 1 if you're cool. If you're actually a massive loser, then don't check that out, because all no coolest dudes watch series in order. That's just how it's meant to be, and it was a pretty cool game as well, so check that out. But this is game 2, and it'll be interesting to see what these players go for this time. I mean, Stephano did go for his typical style, 2-base build up. He did not get a super early third hatch. He got it actually quite late. I think it was about 7 minutes or so, and because of that he was able to get up so many roaches and hydras before MVP could really get his third up and running, and MVP just didn't have enough units to deal with it. So Stephano just kind of beefed his way into a 1-0 lead here. So we'll see what MVP decides to do. Right now he has queued up so many SCVs. I'm guessing he's going to be doing the same thing, fast expanding and not getting any gas for some time, and looks like Stephano is going to be doing the same thing as well, as he is hovering almost 300 minerals here, and here comes the drone almost right on time, popping that hatch downtown, and hatcheries do go down 100 minerals before command centers. So that's why kind of why the route of why Zerg kind of is always expected to be on one base more than your Protoss or your Terrans, because hatcheries cost less. So there goes the CC for MVP, and if you rhyme, it ain't no crime. Still no gas for both players. Man, Zerg music is creepy as hell. There goes the spawning pool for Stephano and the first gas. This time getting the first gas slightly earlier than he did last time. Last time he got both the gas at the exact same time, a little bit later. So we'll see if he maybe is just going for mass roaches instead of those hydras. Maybe transitioning into infestors. He didn't even need infestors in the last game, and it's pretty unusual to see a Stephano game with no infestors, as I prefer to call them. And that's hatch is going to be finishing on up. The units tab here is dead even, and that rack should be finishing up now. Now we'll see if MVP decides to go for the 1-1-1 like he did last time. Guess it wasn't a normal 1-1-1 in the sense he got his command center first, but it still was a 1-1-1 because he got that factory into that starport. And we'll see if he pops down that factory once he gets enough minerals, as the factory does cost 100 minerals. So I mean 100 gas. Me bad. Here come two Lings of Doom. And I think he's about to hit 100 gas, so yep, looks like he is going to go put that factory down and then probably transition into starport. He's sticking to his guns here, MVP, and muchos respectos, my man. Sees the timing of that second there. Oh, hello queen, that's not fun. I'm dead. But he pretty much saw everything except for the roach warren. But hey, when you're playing Stephano, I guess you can kind of assume to see roaches, as he tends to just prefer that against over mutalisks, and that's cool, man. That's totally cool. This is from the group stages of Iron Squid 2, an awesome tournament. Now in the online stage is going to be transitioning into an in-house tournament full of round of 8 maybe, which I think they're up to right about now, so it is still ongoing. How you going there, Ottoman 2000? Chilling out. So yeah, big thanks to the organizers there at Iron Squid 2 for putting out their replays so promptly. Very much appreciate that, and I hope you guys appreciate that too if you are enjoying these replays. There's so many. I downloaded a replay pack last night. I thought only the group D was out, but it turns out the whole group stages are out. So I found a whole heap of sweet new replays, plays like Hero, more Stephano and MVP games. Oh my god, MC games, you name it. This tournament has all the best players. I think Nesty's even in it, and even though he hasn't been doing pretty well, really well lately, you know, it's freaking Nesty. He's always awesome to watch. But this is freaking MVP, man, and he is down 1-0. So I'm expecting him to pull out all the shots right now. This is kind of reminiscent of a Forge Fast expand going on here. just with his bunker placement, kind of where you place a cannon on your forge fast man, which is kind of funny to note. And oh my gosh, this is the 3rd CC, so he's being super greedy, getting out his 3rd CC. Oh, am I missing this roach? Yes, I am. Here we go. The repair going down on this bunker. Mules repair like such ballers. There are quite a few roaches here, but these Hellions are kind of sitting back doing damage, and right now only SCVs are being taken out. This mule needs to repair. Oh, this bunker, it is gonna fall. So Stephano putting on roach pressure. 7.5 minute mark, and when you tech up so quickly, get out 3 CCs, it's pretty hard to deal with this. This is freaking MVP man though, so he is going to be blocking Stephano out of here, who is going to decide to back up and work on this command center. Can just lift off if it wants to though. MVP pulling off SCVs here. Feel like that might be a little bit silly right now, as these 3 roaches, you can see how good they are against Hellions, which do very little damage against anything but light. There are Marauders here though, which do 20 damage as opposed to the 8 from the Hellions. Ottoman 2000 just chilling out. Stephano still not getting this 3rd, so both players going for identical builds as last time. So that's kind of not cool for MVP, as he lost last time. Evo Chamber going out for Stephano, 9 minute mark. But he has his build order down to the freaking second, man. And here comes some Hellions. Problem with MVP's build last time was he wasn't able to do lots of harassment. It kind of got shut down. And when you're going with 1-1-1, the whole point of it is to do lots of early damage. So that's kind of why his build failed. So he's really got to make these Hellions do something, instead of just sitting them at the watchtower and then some roaches coming up and killing them like last time. He is getting his 1-1 though, around about the same time as Stephano. Lairtech is on the way, so you know Infestors are going to be here in a few minutes. And that is the time you want to strike as Terran, when Infestors are on the way but haven't popped out quite yet. Stephano saying, nah man, this is my freaking tower, piss on out of here. And these mules are kind of invaluable for MVP at the moment, who wasn't able to get up his second for quite some time. Does have 3 CCs though, so that's pretty good. Getting out some more barracks, and he loves siege mode, man. He loves siege tanks against Zerg, and I can't blame him, because roaches are very, very strong armored units, and you need that splash damage. You need colossi if you're Protoss, and siege tanks if you're Tezen. And what's going on right now? Stephano, he's just happy rallying his units. He's having a dandy old time, man. It's a beautiful day on Antigua Shipyard. Just another day at the office for these Marines, SCVs, whatnot. I mean, imagine actually living in StarCraft. That's a pretty scary thought. I would like to see a StarCraft movie though. That would be absolutely epic. It could be narrated by Husky. Here we go, Tech Lab Reactor. Here comes some more tanks. MVP is very behind in supply, but roaches do eat up your supply pretty huge, as Zerg, that 3rd, is going to be getting its double gas. And here come the Hellions. Going to try and clean up some of this creep spread. Ooh, some nice slice of the pie there. You do not want to engage that ball. It's got a back on out there, and if you guys heard, the add-on is complete, so all good in camp. MVP getting that stopwatch out pretty late though, at the 12-minute mark. And there's the infestation part for Stephani, so he is going to be feeling pretty good. Combat shields, typical 12.5-minute combat shields, but he hasn't really gotten out many Marines. But here they come, double reactor racks, 4 Marines at a time. So this is when MVP starts to buff up his army as the distorted guitar comes in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Going with the reactor, so it's going to be medivacs as opposed to Banshee, something like that. And there's the 4th for Stephano. So he is just going to sit back, macro, get out Infestors, and then he's going to freaking attack you with Hydras and Infestors. And that is not a good thing. Actually, he might not even get Infestors for a while here, as he's just getting out those Hydras, which is really chewing into his gas. Hive Tech as well is pretty early there, so you could be seeing pretty early Broodlords, which are very good against Marines, Marauders, and Siege Tanks. And no third for you. Actually, the third's going to be going down here at the more typical position. And this hatch should be finishing up pretty soon. You can hear roaches puking all over these destructible debris down here. Hydra is a pretty badass, man. Look at those. Oh. If you had to have sex with one Zerg unit, what would it be, man? What would it be? I mean, obviously, well, I'd kind of hope you don't want to have sex with any Zerg units. But if you had to have it with one, what would it be? I mean, imagine, look at that. Look at that pretty face. Isn't that pretty? Let me know in the comments. And then if you do, I will tell you which one I would have sex with. Oh, Siege Tanky Tanks. I like this kind of what's the word? Contain from MVP here, or this defensive line. You used to see it a lot more in Brood War, where the Siege Tanks and missile turrets. But it's really handy. Not only the missile turrets detectors and good against air, but they'll delay the units advancing because they'll probably attack the missile turrets before they do the tanks. So delay the push a bit as well. And yeah, it's just handy. Nothing can really slip through here. No burrowed infestors, anything like that. And bye-bye Overlord. Here comes Stephano's army though, which is almost maxed out, so it's looking pretty scary. Medivac is going to bail on out of here. Again, the Terran music is by far the best music when it comes to the races. It's a shame Terran's cool. Okay, here we go. Oh no, there's an Overlord there. Oh no, a giant ball of Hydras. Nice work taking that hatch out. Managed to get the cancel though and bail out of there. Only one Hydra, so that Medivac is going to be safe. And MVP, man, he is the master of multitasking. Where your APM at, Mo? Oh, almost 300 for both players. Stephano hitting over 300. APM's pretty cray at the moment. That creep spread does use up a lot of APM, as well as dealing with drops constantly. You can see Stephano's cam. He's very good. And you can see, just look at his map visibility. He's definitely going to be in a good spot right now. His army supply is behind, but he does have 80 workers, so he's macroing pretty hard. And these Marines can try and clear up some of this sprud, and then they're just going to run out of there. Where the upgrades at, man? 2-2 for both players, so no advantages there. This Medivac's just going to wait for an opportunity. And, oh, slap you in your face. I dare you to expand up here. Come at me. Expand, expand. Force the cancel again. And he needs to get back onto that Medivac. Ooh, and stay away from these Hydras that have been upgraded a fair amount. And here we go. MVP is going to be put on some pressure. He does have the army supply advantage here. And Siege Tanks are very good against Roach Hydras. It's all about positioning though. As Terran, you got overstretch yourself. You got to siege up in the right places at the right time. And if anyone can do it, it's freaking MVP, man. The veteran himself. And here we go. Big engagement in the middle. Roach is going to be running in, trying to get to those Siege Tanks. The stim from the Marines, though, is killing them so quickly. And Stephano's army is going to go down. Oh, but there's another wave. More Roaches and Hydras. Another Siege Tank comes on down. This tank, though, has done so much damage. Finally does get taken out. There are a few Medivacs as well. And Stephano is going to be forced to bail here. Might lose his 4th base here if he does not have enough units to deal with this. Although he is ahead in supply, a lot of that is tied in these 10 freaking Ultralists, man. Oh my god. So going Ultralist over Broodlord, interesting choice. But you can't blame him, as Ultralists love Marines for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they're pretty goddamn good against tanks as well. Doing that additional damage against massive. Oh! And how many times has MVP freaking harassed this base? I feel like he may have forgotten about this Medivac. Oh, that sounds disgusting. Here we go. Tanks aren't even going to siege up though, as there are so many links here. Getting this around. Oh, and the Ultras as well. He is going to pick up and bail on out of here. Needs to fly away from those Hydras, man. And that is the beauty of Medivacs. When you go mass links Ultras, you can just bail on out of there. MVP massing up over here. is doing a pretty good job of denying Stephano expanding, who right now is only on 3 bases, which at the 20-minute mark isn't very good for a Zerg player. And, oh, big engagement. Here we go. Ultras forced to pull the SEVs into the battle. There is a planetary here, which is going to be very handy. At the same time, though, there's a few more Ultras and some more Zerglings over here for Stephano. And this planetary is not being repaired at all, so it is going to go down. And these Ultras still have quite a bit of life. Oh my god, those Ultras are so goddamn beastly. And they're even stronger in hearts, so get excited. Look at all that armor. 6 armor. Jesus Christ. As well as 500 HP. And there's the GG from MVP. So, oh my god. Looks like Stephano has taken game 2 as well as game 1. Now, I do believe this is a best of 5. So, even though I said it was best of 3, I totally lied. And there is going to be another game. And this could be the last game, as Stephano has been playing so well, making this 3-time GSL champion look like just your average Terran Gold League player. And that's why, you know, I'd say he's the best foreigner out there at the moment, because he's just so good. He can tango with the best of the Koreans, man, and still get the results. So stay tuned for game 3. I'm pretty excited to see how that works out. Is Stephano going to have a 3-0 sweep? Or is he going to go down to MVP? We'll see. Subscribe if you love me, because I love you. And let's spread the love this festive season. I think that's the gayest thing I've ever said. And I'll leave you on that. See you guys later.